Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Maximum ROM Space Knight. And this is an interesting release because it is, as far as I can tell, all new sculpt. Maybe the lower legs were used before, like the boots. I don't think so though, but I could be wrong. But generally, I guess the arms too. So it's not fully a Maximum. Oh wait, Maximum figures reuse parts too. This is a Maximum release. It's mostly new sculpt, and it has a brand new system of articulation. So yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. But this one, I've been told, is like some kind of standout Marvel Legends figure. We're gonna find out if it is. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It's not a package I'm familiar with. If they ever had packaging that looked anything like this in the past, I have never seen it. I do think it is cool packaging, especially with the pink on it. Do they all have pink? I don't know. Do I have any I can see? No, they don't all have pink. This is a ROM thing. So yeah, that looks nice. I like that. I think that's because ROM is actually pink and white for his name on the comics. It's a good looking package. If you're an inbox collector, it's a nice looking thing for sure. On the back, is this the figure with the crazy hips, by the way, or is this a different one? I didn't order it. But if this is the one with the crazy hips, but it looks like this on here, that's something. Let me know. I already have all of these except for this one, and this one didn't come yet, but this one looks like the standout. I'm excited to review it. I will be reviewing this. Do I need to review another figure on this body? I don't know. Or this one. Let me know. Do you guys want me to review them? But yeah, decent packaging if you don't mind the non-retro packaging. Okay, let's look at this guy. He is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store, by the way. If you want one, I'll put a link in the description below. He stands just about 18.5 centimeters. That's going to make him just about 7 1/4 inches. Here he is up against good old Darwin. He's got some size to him. That's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, so obviously I started the review making some jokes about it being a Maximum release. Hasbro's not going to live that down on my channel. It's just not happening until they do something that actually warrants something like the name Maximum. So I'm going to keep making those jokes. People have told, one guy told me it's a tired joke. Okay, then take a nap. I don't know. I'm going to keep doing it because they deserve it. Now this figure, on the other hand, I started with jokes, but there's something to like about it for sure. There's a couple things. It's painted, and look how much freaking better that looks than the marbly, swirly, garbagey plastic that they have used so many times. This figure is going to stand out on a shelf immediately just because he's actually silver. And it looks great. The silver is fantastic. I've always said this ever since I think it was their X-Force 5-pack. I think it might have been that was the start, but they're good at painting metallics. They look nice. And it does. It looks really nice. So even though it has no shading or anything, it is literally covered in paint, so I have to give that to him. We do have the red details there for his belly face. You're never going to not see that as a face now, by the way. And when you go like this, it's like he's opening his mouth and talking. Okay, you won't ever not see that. So we have the paintwork for the eyes, which is, did they have to go with the dot matrix for the center? Maybe that's an accurate thing. Like, I've never looked at a close-up shot of his face before. I know next to nothing of this character other than what he looks like. I've seen lots of pictures of him. That is it. And you've got some shading in there, in the red there. That's it. It's like just solid silver paint. I can't knock him for it. Would it look better with shading? Yeah, I mean, probably most things do, but this looks damn cool. It doesn't really need it because it's a bright silver metallic. Looks nice. For sure. And don't ever say I'm a Hasbro hater. I hate bad product. Anytime they do a good job, I say so. I'll make fun of the bad product while reviewing the good product, though, because I'm a hater. So yeah, silver's great. The details are fine. Let's talk about the sculpt. His feet seem to be too big, and his shoulders seem to be a little bit too narrow. He's kind of weird looking in the proportions. But once you pose him a little bit, that probably won't stand out too much, except for the feet do seem kind of gigantic. But generally, it's pretty cool. I think the arms are reused. But I think everything else is new. So, like, for $26, it's a steal based on their usual argument, because this is way more paint, way more new sculpt than most Marvel Legends. So, you know, all we're missing is the extra unnecessary accessories. It looks good. Aesthetically speaking, I'm going to give this a... I'm going to say 9 for Marvel Legends. This could use a little bit of shading just because it is one note. So, you know, a little bit of high or low lighting here and there just to bring out the sculpt would be pretty cool. But yeah, it's nice. It looks good. All right, now as far as accessories go, you get the one gripping hand, trigger finger hand, whatever you want to call it, and the one open hand, and then you get a fist hand and another gripping hand. They have vertical hinges in those, so that's nice. And by the way, when I say I'm taking credit for that, I don't mean I invented the joint. Somebody said that the other day, saying, well, this guy says he invented DTOLS, and this guy said this. No, I'm not saying I invented it. I'm saying I bitched about it for a really long time because nobody was doing it, and then they started doing it, so I'm taking credit. I don't know if I'm actually should be taking credit for it. It's kind of a joke. But I did bitch about it for a long time, and now it's happening. Alright, so you get those hands, and then you get the two different guns, which are fine, and I guess you don't need the blast effect on both of them, but you have to share it. You have one blast effect to share. It's done well enough. It's a little cloudy looking, but it's fine. The guns are okay. Have I seen pictures of him without... Yeah, I guess the guns look like that, so it's not actually just a peg for the blast. They look like that, so that's fine. And then you get this, which I want to talk about, because I don't know if this is like supposed to be a joke in the community that they're including little comics, because it's just a piece of black plastic, and it has this on the back, so it doesn't even really look like a comic. They did the front part, which is really, really well printed, by the way. Like, that's a lot of nicely done detail at this size. So I'm not knocking them for that. The print job on the front is nice. But am I the only one that thinks that should have just been paper? I mean, NECA's been doing small paper goods like this forever. Other companies have. It seems to me that the solid black plastic look isn't right. And even still, black plastic seems like a weird choice. So let me know what you guys think about these mini comics. I get the idea they're kinda cool. Can most figures even hold them in any way that makes sense? So is it just is this just for the people who do photography, that you're gonna have a stack of these on a table somewhere? Or are you just meant to, like, hold it in an unnatural way? You can't have them reading it, because again, it's not paper. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I think the idea is kind of cool. It is like virtually no added value. So I don't get that part of it, but I think it's kind of a cool little thing. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. So as far as accessories go, I guess 7 out of 10. It's average for Marvel Legends, so that's fine. Alright, time for the articulation on this guy. It's interesting because there's plenty of different versions of this guy, and they're mostly all the same. And they could have easily done one where there's some cuts around the side in the design, like some panel lining, and given him a proper torso joint rather than this pain in the ass. But we'll get to that. So for the head... We can't get away from that hinge. We cannot get away from the hinge. But he does look up nicely. He does look down a little bit. You do get rotation, of course. And I think the neck moves. Can I pop that off? Yeah, the neck moves. Okay, I can't pop the head off. I wonder why. Oh, because I'm a weakling. So yeah, the neck it rotates. I can't say for sure if it's on a ball peg or if it just wiggles, because it has virtually no range. But the neck does rotate, so I guess that's good. Oh man, that is a tight joint. So yeah, the head works well enough. It should just be a couple of ball pegs. Like, Hasbro has overcomplicated the neck for so long. You don't need to do that. But the rotation does help. Okay, for the shoulder, well, you can't raise his arm up properly. It has to go out to the side a little bit. I think they could have popped those shoulders out a little bit, and he would have had better range and looked better. But it works generally well. And bringing the arm up to the side better than horizontal, that's fine. Gosh, I love this painted silver. It's so nice looking. It is so nice looking compared to the not painted silvers. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow. These look like the arms we've seen before for sure. So definitely some reuse. They're getting ahead on the maximum curve, reusing it. Oh no, Hulk's already doing that. That's right. Okay. Alright, so for the wrists we have a swivel and a hinge. That's fine. Hand sculpts are pretty cool, by the way. Alright, for the torso. Ball peg up here is nice. It's nice to have that. It doesn't have the craziest range. I feel like they put the pivot at the wrong spot, but it's still there, so it does lean side to side. Leaning forward, you get a little bit. Leaning back, you get a little bit. Rotation, it actually works better than you would probably expect. So that's okay, but still not a whole lot of range. And then instead of giving you that extra range with a ball peg down here, they put an ab crunch. So, like, he can fold in half in an unnatural way. I guess that you can see the front sculpt on the back. That's funny. Yeah. If you really need him to crunch forward, that's fine. He can't really go back anyway because of his backpack. You have to bring this part forward and then lean him back. So he's doing an S thing. So that's kind of worthless. It's just, they don't put any look at that. You can see the sides of the joint in the joint. Just pick a design, or even just use this as a cut right here. Cut it right along that V shape, right along this, under the obliques, and you get a ball peg, and it would look so much nicer. So much easier to do, too. So yeah, it's whatever. I don't think anybody's going to put Rom Space Knight in a lot of dynamic poses, but I don't know. Another question of the day. Did you want a Rom figure? Apparently some people did for sure, because it's made, so that's cool. And I'm not knocking it, I'm just curious, because like I said, I have no familiarity with the character, other than I knew that he existed vaguely. That's it. So, were you on the Rom wanting team? Gosh, why can't they do hips? Alright, look at that. Basic standard human hips. There's nothing obstructing the hips. And it's better than 45, so I'll give them that. But I just want to show this. There's no reason not to have the extra range, is my point. You don't need to put every figure in splits poses, but there's no reason not to be able to. That's the point. Bring the leg forward, not the best range. His legs seem huge, right? And his upper body's small. From his waist up, it seems a little small. Average range, boot cut at the boot, that's fine. Double jointed knee. Oh, that works nicely. Proportioning for the legs themselves is okay. And then for the ankles, it goes all the way back, all the way forward. Ankle rocker is pretty steep, but it's okay. It's a little loose. Have you guys noticed the ankles are a lot looser these days? They seem to be. So his articulation, I'll give it a 7. It is run-of-the-mill Marvel Legends. It's fine. It's not going to be impressive. It will pose. But that's it. So, okay, time for the final verdict. Honestly, the silver paint sells it. And a new sculpt is really nice. They could not have done this without a new sculpt, so obviously. But it's weird to me that they're spending their budget in a new sculpt on somebody like Rom. And I'm guessing it's a passion project for somebody at the company. That's fine. But why don't we have, like, better versions of characters people, like, more people want? Maybe some people wanted this, that's fine. But lots of people want other characters. So having I'm only halfway making a joke about this Maximum thing, because they'd brag about all new sculpt on the Maximum line, then they do an almost all new sculpt on a regular release. That's covered in paint, by the way. It's just a really weird thing. And it seems to me like it's just all marketing at this point. But this figure, on its own merits, is a pretty solid Marvel Legends figure. I'm going to go 8.5 out of 10 for Marvel Legends. The articulation is still crap. And, like, that's a problem because these are action figures and they just will not try to do a better job for no reason at all. It doesn't cost more to put the hip joint in the right spot, for instance. And it would probably cost them less to do ball pegs in the neck and in the torso. So it's just annoying. But yeah, it's a good release for Marvel Legends. It is definitely... It'll be on the top 10 Marvel Legends list this year unless they do something crazy by the end of the year. So yeah, it's a good one for sure. If you guys are interested in a silver robot guy for $26, you could do a whole lot worse. It looks pretty cool. That silver paint saves it because it's nice and shiny. It looks really nice. Obviously I have studio lights on, so it makes him look even shinier. But he is shiny. He's very, very well painted. So yeah, okay, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.